I am Kavita Yadav and I am your social science teacher. I hope student you all are okay. Are you? Okay, that's really good. So let's start today's chapter. So here is the chapter 7 and the name of the chapter is Market Around Us. Market word is a very common word, and we know that we hear many things about that word, right? We have already analyzed what is the meaning, right? So market is today's chapter. Okay, in this chapter we will discuss about many types of markets, right? So let's start today's chapter. First of all, we have to discuss in the chapter the term of wholesale and retail or retailers. Okay. Now, any space that allow the exchange of goods or services and informations between the buyer and a seller can be defined it as the market. हर वो जगह जिस जगह पर बायर और सेलर जो है वो एक जगह मिल करके इंफॉर्मेशंस और जो सर्विसेज एक दूसरे को प्रोवाइड करते हैं उस जगह को हम कहते हैं मार्केट. ओके. नाउ markets thus serve as the connectivity like a between producer and consumers. Okay. Now let's discuss first of all the wholesaler and retailer. Now markets started out during the ancient times as the places where the goods and then the services were exchanged or bartered directly between a buyer and a sellers. Okay, there were no money exchange as the money did not exist then. Since then market have evolved greatly. Today selling and buying involves a whole range of complex activity, and there are several intermediaries between the producer and consumers. These intermediaries are called a wholesaler and retailers or a seller or a traders. Okay. Now let's discuss few differences between the wholesaler and retailer. What is the differences between both terms? Now, so here is the some point. Number one is the wholesaler largely buy goods in the large amount directly from the producers. Okay. Now, retailers generally buy the goods from the wholesaler and in the small quantities or smaller quantities. Okay. Now, differences number two. Wholesaler sells the goods mostly to the retailers or a other wholesaler. Now, retailers sell directly to the consumers. Now, differences number 3 is the after receiving the goods from the producer, wholesaler often short grade and then repack the items in a small quantities. Now, retailer generally sells the goods exactly they received, right? Now, differences number 4, they deal in the large quantities. Wholesaler deal in the large quantity and retailer deal with the small quantity or smaller quantities. Now, wholesaler they require the large storage and then the retailer require a short space. Okay. Now, next differences between wholesaler and retailer. Wholesaler are many occasionally provide the goods to the retailer and some customer that a local retailers to they gives the some discounts of their regular customers, okay, on a credit basis, but it's not compulsory for everyone. Okay, now differences number 7 is the wholesaler did not discount for the wholesaler did not offer the discount for the purpose of a stock clearance or to be the attract the customers. Okay, and now retailers, big retailer shops regularly offer a discount to the customer. Okay, now in a wholesale, all cities have the fixed or a specific area that functions or a wholesale market. They do not need to be the centrally located, right? And then retailer goods locations of the great importance in the retailer, right? They need to be the specific area located as close to the convenience as possible in a order to ensure. Okay, now so these are the differences between the wholesaler and retailer. I hope student you have learned something from this differences, right? Now here is the difference type of retail market. Now here are some points and here is the few categories. As you can see the board is the weekly markets. Category number 2 is the neighborhood markets. Number 3 is the supermarkets. Number 4 is the malls. And number 5, as you can see, the online stores. Kind of retailers cater to our the diverse needs. Some of more commonly found market included here. So these are the examples as I said earlier. मैंने आपको पहले ही बता दिया है ये पॉइंट्स हैं हमारे different kinds of markets के. Okay. Now let's discuss in detail type of retail markets. Let's discuss a different type of retail markets. Dear student, I already explained you types of retail market. There are 5 type of retail market. Let's discuss in detail. So first is a weekly market. This is a picture as you can see on my screen. This is picture related with the weekly market, and I hope you already have seen this, right? Weekly market are held in the particular area on a fixed day of the week. They are more common in rural areas and small towns than in a big city. The seller is a weekly market do not have a permanent shops. They set up temporary stall before the market start and pack up at the end of the day. All kinds of goods ranging from vegetables and grain to clothes and utensils are sold at a weekly markets. Goods are much cheaper than in a proper shops. This is because these sellers do not have to incur expenses such as a rent, electricity bill and taxes. Also in the weekly market, produce usually sell goods directly to the consumers, thus doing away with the middleman and their profits. Millions of people living across the India and rely on weekly market for their basic daily requirements. Now this is done, student. Next image is on my screen. That image relates with the neighborhood market. Let's discuss a neighborhood market. It caters to the basic and immediate need of the people of a particular neighborhood or locality. Dear student, you must see these type of images or this type of shop from your neighborhoods. They include both permanent establishment such as a grocery, hardware, stationery, medical shops, as well as the roadside establishments such as a fast food stalls, tailor, cobbler, fruits vendor, and neighborhood market may not offer a large variety of choices, but they are vital for the local people who buy their daily requirements from these shops. Many of these shops offer services like a home deliveries or a goods. And one more thing, they also provide the goods and services on a credit to the regular customer. But this facility only for the regular customer, not for everyone. So this is the neighborhood market. Now, next market related with the supermarket. Supermarket are the large retail outlets that sell food and other household goods. Customers usually have to serve themselves. Since they sources the goods on a large scale, they are able to sell goods at a lower prices. The main benefits of supermarket is that a customer get to choose between the several competing brands in the one places, right? Now, so this is done supermarket. Next market related with the malls. Malls is a huge multi-story shopping complex where a variety of stores are housed within a single large building. Many of these malls also have a multi entries, gaming centers and multiplexes like a movie theaters complex with the multi screens. The main advantage of malls is that a customer can shop for the multi things like groceries, books, clothes, electronic gadgets, furniture, fashion accessories, all these things you can purchase it in the same place, all under the single roof. These help them save a time and as well as a fuel also. However, the growth of supermarket and malls is the threatening, that is the livelihood of immortal small retailers. As a supermarket buy the goods directly from the producers and they can offer to sell them at the rate and that are much cheaper than those offered by the small vendor or retail shops. So I hope student you have understand about the malls. Now next market, or it's not a market but it's a mobile retailers including people like a ice cream vendor, fruits, vegetable vendors who sell their the goods in the carts, or people who sell their the goods on a buses and trains. I hope dear student you already have must heard and then seen these type of people and these type of vendors in the trains and then the buses also, right? Now next type of shop is the online stores. Online stores is a very famous nowadays. Everyone purchase their requirement things on the online stores, or we can say internet retailers, right? Internet retailers such as the Flipkart and Amazon allow the customers to enjoy the convenience of being able to shop for the variety of goods over the internet and without having to step out of their homes, right? Internet retailers are able to sell at a lower rates than the conventional bricks on the mortal shop because they do not have to pay overheads like a rent and electricity bills or a spend on displays, right? And the advantage of smartphones have now made online shopping more easier. Online selling has grown rapidly over the past few years and now poses a major threat to be the conventional shops, right? So these all are related with the markets. Student, let's understand the factors that determine people's choice or markets, right? In this topic, we have to understand what determine people choices of the market. Okay, what are the factors that influence a consumer's choices of a market? Okay, so number one is the convenience. Convenience. Let's understand. Customer often prefer to travel to markets that are closer to the houses or are the conveniently located. Right? Now, factor number two is availability. Availability. Customer could be looking for a specific kind of product that may not be available at a local market. Right? For example, if a person wish to buy a computer, they might have to visit a specialty store that sells electronic gadgets, or a visit a showroom of the particular brand of a computer that they wish to buy. So, factor number two is the availability, right? Now, next factor is the quality and variety. Quality, sometimes when consumers are looking for a specific product, they might be willing to travel to a shop that guarantees them good quality, even if it is far away, right? At the time, consumers prefer going to the large retail outlets like malls, where they have a great choices, right? So the quality and variety. Next factor is the credit. Credit is the very important factor. When it comes to market, that which involve a large amount of money, for example, television sets, many people would like to pay in the installments, right? Not for cash. They want to buy something in the basis of installment. On such occasions, they will prefer to go to shops or stores that provide a credit facility and welcome credit transactions, right? So, credits. Next factor is the price. Price is also very important factor. Most consumers want a value for their money, so they generally search for a seller who can give them good quality at a lower rate. But there are also people for who price is not a concern. They are willing to pay the extra money charged by the exclusive branded outlets for the satisfactions these products provided. So, price is also a very important factor. You all have understand in the chapter market around us. What is wholesaler, retailer, differences between the wholesaler and retailer, the different type of markets we have discussed in this chapter, and then the factors, right? Factors that determine the people choice of the market. So I hope student you have learned many things from this topic or a chapter. Okay, we'll meet in the next